Welcome builders, Andyisyoda here. Welcome back to episode 2 of our jungle city. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. There will be a playlist in the down below. Today we're going to be doing the swamp village, the farm area as well, and also finally bringing water down out of the mountains through some special channels and along into an aqueduct, splashing down into a central pool in our rich district. Big shout out to Nodazi in the comments. He said, hey, you should name the city Altepetl, pronounced Altepetl. It's Aztec for water mountain. So this is now Altepetl city. Thank you so much, Nodazi, for that comment. And thank you to everyone else who suggested names. Somebody else, by the way, suggested we raise the palace up as well. And that's probably something we're going to be doing as well. So, first of all, we're going to fill the mountain with water. We had to do that about 3 or 4 times because we were rubbish at it for some reason. And then we bring the water down the hillside, splashing down. And that way we can link it into our aqueduct. And this is it. We built it out of stone. And a little bit of granite and some prismarine as well. So beautiful design indeed. We've got some dispensers. We've got stone brick stairs, mossy stone brick stairs as well. Mossy stone, prismarine, and we're channeling the water along from the mountain down into this big central pool. Can you imagine being in this rich area and just watching the water splash all day from the mountains down into this amazing pool? We probably need to work out some way of distributing the water to the rich people. Maybe some sort of cistern halfway along the aqueduct would be a very good idea indeed. But we also have these very special tunnels. Let me take you along one of these tunnels. It's kind of dark in here, but we're going to light things up. Look at this. This little tunnel goes all the way through here, and this is going to bring water through the mountain. I don't know what a passage is through the mountain that brings water. Is it called an aquifer? Maybe it's a special name. Somebody in the comments will let us know, no doubt. But it brings water splashing its way along down to this little pool or fountain where all the people who live in this neighborhood come and get their jugs or barrels of water all filled up. Maybe they do that once a day. Of course, we have a number of these winding their way through the mountain, through this big round cliff section here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of these from the central pool, bringing water right out to the main housing area. What do you think of that idea? Kind of cool, huh? Okay, moving on, we're going to be doing the swamp area first pass, making it look a bit more swampy, actually changing the biome into swamp and adding another aqueduct. This time the aqueduct is going to bring water down to our farming area. The base of the swamp area had plenty of podzol, some gravel and some coarse dirt, some flowers, some bone mealing was done, some grass, and a beautiful aqueduct here designed by Edchin Yosh, so well done to him. Brings water through this little peninsula of rock over to a different type of aqueduct, this one made of spruce trapdoors. Splashing down into a nice pool of water, and then from that pool of water we link the water through a system of irrigation, as you can see here, to irrigate and bring fresh water to all the plants and the crops. Maybe banana trees, maybe some wheat, maybe some potatoes. I don't know what would be grown in the Americas. We're thinking this is probably an Americas type of jungle, so not Indian, not African, not Asian. We're trying to take as many American influences as possible. Lots of paths, as you can see. We've got some sugarcane growing, lots of crops growing. And once we've done that, we added in as much detail as possible. And this was a lot of fun. And I was doing this live on Twitch, and there was a lot of fantastic suggestions in the Twitch chat as to what we should actually be building. So we got some piles of pumpkins and melons, some beehives, sugar cane, I think I've said that already. We've even got some bamboo growing at one point, and then barrels of berries or fruit as well. Little covered walkways and shacks to store all the produce that's made as well. But of course we're missing the buildings, so we had to go off and come up with some designs for the buildings. So we do that off to one side. Let's see how we got on. So what we did was we made a few copies, as you can see, of the farming area, and then we just brainstormed. So let me take you through some of the designs and kind of explain. The one we chose was roughly my design with some extra bits stolen from everybody else. This is a pretty cool design. I really like this. I love the I don't know who did this actually, but I love the fence gates. I love the smokers at the bottom. Not so much the window shapes, although they're kind of growing on me. I love the little balcony. We should have maybe used a little balcony idea. That's definitely something we should have done, but we didn't do it. Dang it. This one's a bit too big and square, but I really loved the big awning on top and the difference in heights for these farmhouses. What are we trying to do here? Just build jungle-looking farm huts, I guess. The kind of farm huts you might find on the edge of a jungle. I've stayed in some of these in South America, so we're looking for kind of a South America feel to the jungle huts. This one may be a little bit too solid with kind of walls which are a bit too filled in, but otherwise pretty cool. Again, the little balconies and this little slab porch area was quite cool. Very nice indeed. This one, a little bit square again, but I like the U shape, for example, and I like how we've actually got a bit of a barn in here. And the kelp walls, well, they're quite adventurous. But as you'll see in the future, kelp actually plays a nice part. I like the open feel to this little hut here, and I like the use of the slabs on top of the hay. That's a great way of using hay for the roof, I think, and the campfires look pretty cool as well. We did end up using this idea with a little staircase up the side as well. Over here, this is a pretty cool idea because you're using the shapes quite adventurously with a sloping roof as well. Okay, a few more designs. We decided to go for things being on stilts, and this is roughly the design we... Who's that, by the way? Oh, that is a scary face to scare away all the birds. Went for this design, roughly this design. As you can see, we actually, as you'll see in a few minutes' time, we actually started to migrate this design onto something even better. But we loved the spruce fence gates in the wall, the different kind of levels of trapdoors as well. Bit of a veranda and plenty of campfires to kind of finish off the edges of the wall, because without these it looks really kind of strange, as you can see just there. So that's what we came up with. Let's see how it turns out. So this is what we ended up with for the farm area. I'm also going to show you the aqueduct in a second. We used a pack of palm trees we got from Planet Minecraft, and we dotted these about, and it looks awesome. The mixture of small palm trees and big ones. We've got vines hanging down as well, and this is what we've come up with. This is our design. Sorry about the glitching banners. I do need to update my Optifine here in Java Edition. We haven't done interiors here, but these will get done. Interiors to these farmhouses will be done as well. So plenty of crops, plenty of trees. We've got sugar cane. We've got our irrigation system bringing water around absolutely everywhere as well. I'm using Stevens' traditional texture pack, and I'm also using Beyond Belief shaders. So I love these. We've got some fire coral blocks, so we must have some nice water under there. Very, very sneaky indeed. Oh, can I put that back? There we go. Very sneaky. Looks like big barrels of berries, and that's not easy to say. And here we go, another design. We've got recessed trapdoors with a little plant. I love that design. We've got trapdoors on the outside edge, giving that kind of definition and depth as well. And then these ones are at different levels as well. And then little jungle fences as doors. What do you think about that as kind of a jungle farmhouse design? Really crowded, atmospheric and detailed is what we were going for here. Compost bins, we've got hay hanging around as well. As I said, we do need to do some of the interiors, but that can be done quite quickly, hopefully. Scaffolding always looks good pretty much on every build these days in Minecraft. And look, this one even connects up. I didn't even realize connects up over to this one as well. We've got some berry storage, and then you walk up here like this. Kind of cool, actually. Nice. I didn't actually see some of these designs myself. I was kind of busy doing other bits. And why is that pig? Yeah, best not to ask. Best not to ask. Here's one of our last houses we did as well. This one ending up being very, very big. Had to partition it actually from the neighbors as well. So we've got loads and loads and loads of space in these places. Oops. Added a bit of vine without even thinking. I love this little thing. This little bit of a staircase bringing you up into this farmhouse as well. Nice and open air, cool feel for all the hot work that has to be done as well. I'm not quite sure why all the berries are under canvas or under cover, but it kind of makes sense, I suppose. Keep the beasties off them. I don't know. Got some chickens. Got some barrier blocks here, keeping the chickens in as well. That's kind of cool as well. We've even got Ed's worker there as well. That's hilarious. Little wheelbarrows as well. It's a very busy, atmospheric place. I love this. This is one of my favorite parts of our jungle city so far. Not too sure about this tree here. Kind of marks or blocks off the entrance here. So I think we're going to actually just take this one away. Sorry, whoever did this tree, but we're going to get rid of your berry tree, because this is where the entrance to the farm area is. This is where you would walk in, right? We'll get rid of this tree as well, I think. Sorry. Bit of tree pruning. There we go. That is the entrance to the farm area, and this is going to be town houses, places where you would have normal shops and houses. And we've got some big buildings as well. What would the big buildings be in our city as well? This amphitheater probably has the seats or the chairs marked the wrong way around. That's kind of a convex shape, and it should be kind of concave seating, I think, as well. Thanks to my mum who gave me feedback on that. Over here we have the beautiful aqueduct, bringing life-giving water down from the mountain as well. So I love the little splashes and effects here, done with some white stained glass and some cobwebs. Very cool indeed. But the water, as you can see, collects in this extinct volcano, and once it's collected enough, it drains through that hole and down, and it's collected by the jungle participants with these aqueducts down into this very, very fancy system here. Really quite cool. And then underground through into these little tunnels. Maybe we'll just take you temporarily inside this tunnel here. This is something you didn't see earlier on, but if I could walk on this bit here, as you can see, we've got an inspection area where you would just come through here. We've actually got some tunnels up as well. Some little shafts here where you could actually, if I can squeeze, can I squeeze past? I'm getting a little bit overweight in my old age. There we go. Oh, I can't open that. Why can't I open that? What was it made of? Oh, it was made of iron. We have a few of these. We have a few of these little inspection tunnels. The trouble is, if you're on the inside, you can't open it. So I guess it's a good way of protecting the city, because you can only go down, you can't come up. But we have a number of these, and then obviously that tunnel links down to this one here. This is a tunnel we were just in, so I guess we can go in from the other side, and you can see it all hooks up and connects that way. So we've got life-giving water. What we haven't got is some sort of sewer system. So we're thinking for the sewer system, some way of these houses and all these buildings being able to get rid of their waste water by somehow bringing the wastewater maybe in this kind of thing, maybe some little drainage ditches that would go along the side here, and we could just waterlog these as well. So maybe we have a little system of water with drainage ditches bringing the water along as well. Some of them could be filled up, some of them could be kind of empty as well, and eventually that could work its way, maybe with some pipes, out into the sea for drainage as well. Okay, it is time to do the swampy district. Let's see how it turns out. So here we go. This is our first look round the swampy district, the swamp biome. We even changed the biome to swamp as... Ooh, what is that? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Run away, run away. Little campfires. We have more of these little weird things. What is that? And then we have the glass with the sea pickle on top. Big shout out to all the builders, because I hardly did a thing. I did this farm across there, the terraced farm. That's all I did. Everybody else who was building along with me on Twitch, a little frog, I love it, made these beautiful buildings up on stilts. So big shout out to all the builders, especially people like Yinzwana. Well done for making this gorgeous little hut as well. I love it. I've got the smoke coming out the roof as well. We added some sea pickles on top for added fungus. Gotta have added fungus, right? We've got birds' nests as well, nestled in amongst the reeds as well. Plenty of sugarcane, plenty of bamboo. It is a South American jungle, so you'd have some bamboo, I guess, as well. And then across here you have plenty of these little huts as well. This one is by AFX Gaming YT. Shout out to him. Thank you so much indeed. Looking really, really bonny inside. Atmospheric, isn't it? All these little houses joined up by walkways as well. A good way of doing kind of a swamp biome village as well. Hopefully this has got some good inspiration for you guys as well. We've got a little dock as well. We've even got a weird witch having, yeah, some... That is just weird. I'm not sure what that is, but I love the detail in this place. It's absolutely epic. Look at this. And we even have some little birds up here, and then I see what's going on here. The male bird is saying, "Hey, what took you so long to get that egg out?" And the female bird is going, "Look at the size of the egg." And the egg is saying, yeah, anyway. Gonna have the Temple of Doom, I don't know. Temple of Doom up there, done at some point. What should we do in the next episode? I'm tempted to do these houses down here, save the rich area for later on, save the temple for nearly last, and the palace for nearly last. Maybe we'll venture right over to this side of the island where we're going to do a very deep, sort of dense jungle. Make it with some very tall jungle trees, then some smaller secondary jungle trees, and then a jungle floor as well. Maybe hide some sort of hidden tribe in amongst the jungle as well. We've got the dock to do, got to add some nice boats as well to go fishing in. But there we go. That is our jungle city. Thank you so much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao, and the blocks be with you.